What is going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Sundaeswap mainnet release. Yes, the official launch of Sundaeswap, and it's coming. And when is it coming? It's coming next Thursday. Not even a week from today, the 20th of January. There's no time. The Sundaeswap DEX is going to launch into a fully functional beta DEX on Cardano. This has been the most excited, the most hyped up DApp, DEX, pretty much anything on Cardano ever. With over 200,000 followers on Twitter, crazy amounts of people are interested in this, and I believe it is going to melt faces and also melt some ice cream because it will be a hot day for the Cardano blockchain. I think it's going to be a hot 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, because this load is going to blow some previous all-time high transaction volumes and real stress tests of the Cardano network out of the water. It's going to be like we've never seen before, and it's going to be crazy. So let's talk about what's going to happen and also some things you might need to know for this launch. So for the launch, if you don't already know, there is an ISO, an initial stake offering, meaning you can stake with one of 30 pools or one of 20, don't quote me on it, to get Sundaeswap rewards, their native token, Sunday. If you want to do that, you're going to have to make sure you stake your ADA by 2145 UTC on January 25th to qualify for all 5 epochs or all 5 5-day periods to get the maximum amount of rewards, basically qualifying for each set of rewards. So yeah, make sure you stake with a Sundaeswap pool if you want Sunday tokens, or if you want Hosky tokens, stake with my pool, Jack. We don't give Sunday, sadly, but we do give Hosky, so that is pretty cool. Now, more on that. You will have to also follow up with Sundaeswap and see what they're doing to see how you can claim your tokens, but they're also going to have, on the 20th, on the date of release, yield farming enabled for Sunday rewards, and yield farming will be available for the first 6 months, at least, on the Sundaeswap DEX, and during this period, LP tokens, so liquidity pool tokens staked to yield farming contracts in eligible pools can earn additional Sunday rewards. We're going to talk more about that in just a second on those eligible pools. Now, here's a little calendar picture of everything going on. It's kind of hard to read. The DEX is going to open for project creation, so people can create their pools, or projects like Hosky, like Liquid, can create their liquidity pools and get them set up before the actual launch. And the launch happens on the 20th. The staking for the ISO begins. You can now start staking with pools to meet the first deadline, and then every other 5 days is a new deadline to make sure you get the next round of ISO rewards if you want in on that. Now, yes, as we mentioned, it's going to happen on January 20th, 2022, and we don't know the time yet, so you're going to have to keep your eyes and ears open on that day. Now, let's go over how you can actually acquire the Sunday token, or at least every possible way that you can acquire it. First way and second way we've already mentioned. First, participate in the ISO. Second, earn yield farming rewards by basically providing your assets to a liquidity pool. Specific liquidity pools will give you bonus Sunday rewards. And also, you could swap other tokens for Sunday on Sundaeswap, or other participating DEXs that have the Sunday token listed. So the ISO, as we've talked about, you're going to have to start staking on the 25th. You can start staking in between any of these times to qualify for one of the rounds, but if you want all 5, 25th is when you start. If you want a list of the pools you can stake with, I'll leave the article in the description down below, and you can go find the list on this article link. If you get confused with how to ISO, how to yield farm, or how to do anything, keep in mind, there is a help center for Sundaeswap, which I'll leave linked down in the description, that helps you set up your wallet, helps you use NAMI, helps you get started, and also helps you yield farm with a bunch of different articles on how to do all types of stuff. So if you need help with anything, this help center is a great place to go to, especially for Sundaeswap specifically. That being said, we do have to cover that 500,000 Sunday will be allocated daily over at least the first 6 months of the DEX operation to yield farmers participating in the following liquidity pools. So this is this bonus Sunday basically rewards for using these liquidity pools and providing liquidity to them. You will get bonus rewards on top of your initial rewards for using these liquidity pools or for providing liquidity. So Sundaeswap also had a little while back a taste test model that they announced, and this would essentially set the price of their Sunday token to something that is procedurally generated, and it goes through a lot of algorithms. I don't know, blows my brain. I don't know what it is. Basically, it sets a fair and good price algorithmically of their token. Now, this was not part of their audit, so it's not going to be included. However, they are going to include a Sunday ADA pair to exist at the launch and be available for users to swap immediately instead of waiting until the ISO and the taste test. The ISO and the taste test initially were going to happen first, then the Sunday token, but now it's just right out of the gate Sunday token. Not sure how much it's going to be per ADA, but I'm interested. We'll see. We will continue to develop the taste test and plan to offer the service for other projects that choose to launch on the Sundaeswap platform. So other different, IDOs are going to be able to essentially use this service and set a good value for their token upon launch, which is really cool. Now, why is this a beta launch, right? Why they just stuffed the word on their beta so they can't be to blame? No, truthfully, right now, this Cardano DEX is not as decentralized as it is going to be. It is still in the early days, hence the beta label, and early days in the decentralized department. A lot of the other things are very far along, but from a centralized point of view, and governance, there is going to be a lot of improvements there, especially with limits increasing on the Cardano blockchain. And eventually it's going to be a community controlled DEX that is not really controlled by just the people who run the DEX, but anyone can access it and anyone can replicate the DEX, similar to Uniswap or other protocols. At least that is my hopes and expectations. Of course, I don't know that for sure, how open source it will be, but having a decentralized and community controlled DEX is the aim here. Now, how fast is this DEX going to be? The question on everyone's mind. Can I put a transaction through, and can I swap my ADA for a token on day of launch? And how long will it take? Truthfully, as I mentioned a week ago in this article, expectations, congestions, and mainnet launch, which I did do a video on, it's going to take a while. In the first weeks of the DEX's operation, there's going to be times where congestion is very heavy. During these times of congestion, especially on the mainnet launch day, it could take hours to days to process your orders at first. Once this congestion gets cleared, things should be fine, and you'll be able to use the blockchain Cardano and also use a DEX as any other DEX on another blockchain. That is the goal. It might take a few days to clear congestion, but eventually it'll smoothen itself out. Now, it's also important to know that everybody's orders are going to be processed fairly and in the order they are received and executable. It will be also possible to cancel orders at any time before they're processed by the scoopers or by the DEX. Now, canceling orders is not subject to the same queue as confirming them, so you can go ahead and you don't have to wait a day to cancel your order. You can go ahead and cancel it whenever it is not executed yet, and you're good to go if you decide you want to change your mind. Keep in mind, once the DEX is running smoothly, your orders most likely will go through within a few blocks, under a minute. So canceling orders is just really a thing in place because the queues are expected to be a lot longer. So keep those things in mind. Usually when you're putting in an order on a DEX, you're going to want to make sure it is something you want to stick to. But in this case, because things have so much lag time for the first day of the DEX launch, there is going to be a queue and an option to cancel orders before they get actually confirmed. If you want to stay completely updated on everything Sundaeswap, I'd highly recommend following them on Twitter, as well as subscribing to this YouTube channel, as I will be posting tutorials, updates, and all types of stuff on Cardano and DEXs, including Sundaeswap. And anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have a great freaking day. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.